So the ace metaphor drama that's going on currently is what's trending right now in the news. Now, what's being done or what he's done or being accused of doing, it's nothing new. It's been done since the beginning of time, and it's going to continue to happen. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Ace Metaphor is a content creator, and he's the host of a popular podcast called Tonight's Conversation. And Tonight's Conversation is like a panelist show, and they tour around the country, and usually the panelists consist of, half men, half women, and those women are pretty big content creators within their own right. They come together and they make this big conglomerate, and there you have Tonight's Conversation. They talk about relationships and all that kind of stuff. So there you have that. And Ace Metaphor is one of those guys that panders to women, tells them whatever they want to hear so he can sell what he sells. That's no shade to him, that's no hate to him, but I'm just letting you know what it is. And allegedly the brother is going around smashing the women that he panders to. Allegedly might have been smashing a couple of his co-hosts. Don't know, it's all alleged, but we can all take something from this, especially you male nurses out here in the game. I'm just trying to be real with you fellas, and I'm not trying to sound like a lame or nothing like that. I don't care about sounding like a lame. I care about your pockets and your paper and your license. If you don't have sexual discipline among these women at your job, you are risking your career and your license and every single thing you work for over some punani. And fellas, it's not worth it at the end of the day. I have seen so many dudes fumble their bag because they simply could not control themselves. They simply couldn't resist one of the little CNAs on the floor, or one of the other little nurses on the floor walking around, got that thing popping and everything like that. I've seen guys really fumble the bag and honestly get charges caught up on them just over some stuff like that. And fellas, it is not work. There are so many girls on the planet. Why do you niggas want to mess with girls at your job? I don't understand that. But really, let's get into why y'all hooking up with girls at your job is such a terrible move. One example, that brother who was clout chasing, and honestly I think it was kind of fake, but one example, he recorded himself while the nurse was on the phone with her husband, and they get in the hotel room. He recording the whole thing. Dude lost his job, apparently. I mean, like I said, I don't know if it's true, but that's just one of many examples. But so back to the Ace Metaphor thing. So like I said earlier in the video, apparently he is using his influence and his pandering to smash the help and to smash, allegedly some of the co-hosts. I don't know whether it's true or not, but we just talking alleged. But like I said, it's something to be learned from this situation. When you are a man working in female-dominated spaces, you have to move differently, especially in nursing. We all know this is a female-dominated profession. We know this. And we know some of you work around beautiful women all day, but you dudes cannot let that little attention that you may be getting go to your head. And some of y'all do let it go to your head. But now you got situations like Ace Metaphor where it could potentially mess up his brand and it's backfiring. The same could happen to you. But like I said, Ace will probably be okay. But when somebody complains about you to HR, that follows you. You feel me? Not saying that, one is so much bigger than the other, but as somebody with a nursing license, that follows you. And you really, really, really have to be careful. And listen, I get it. You at work, you got girls around you, they flirting with you. Sometimes it's easy to think that, dang, I'm that dude, I'm him. It's easy to think that. But fellas, you gotta stop thinking with your ego. You have to stop thinking with your ego, because your ego gonna get you caught up. If you don't move the right way, your ego gonna get you caught up in unnecessary situations and even career-ending drama. You gotta understand, nursing is such a small world. Your reputation is at risk. HR is always watching and can't wait to get somebody up out of here for something like that. Then you potentially creating workplace drama, jealousy among the other women, jealousy among the other dudes. You might have some other dudes up in there that might be a male nurse that don't really get play like that, or seeing a male CNA that don't get play like that, and he mad that you might have took a chick that he was trying to mess with, and now he hating on you. So not only you got some issues from dealing with the women, you got potential issues with dealing with these hating dudes over here. You know these dudes hate for absolutely no reason. So now you giving them every single reason to hate on you. Now you a cool dude, you a nurse, you getting it popping, the girls like you just causing unnecessary issues. And I understand it's not your fault that he can't get no play, but you know how these dudes is. And like I said, we all seen that situation with Jay-Z, where it turns out that Jay-Z didn't do what they was accusing him of, but that's always gonna follow him to the end of his career. Rather he did it or not, when you Google Jay-Z, that's always gonna come up. It's always gonna be I ain't gonna even call it a stain, but that's always gonna be there. And it's such an ugly accusation, but it's, even if it's false, it's false. One false accusation in nursing can ruin you for good, and that's the last thing that you need. Nursing is your money. Nursing is your livelihood. Nursing is your bread and butter for most dudes out here that's in the game. So tread lightly, bro. You are at work to get your money up, to get your skills up, to gain experience, and to become more marketable on the nursing market. You're not here for fun right now. And I get it, you create relationships with your co-workers and all that kind of stuff, but when it starts getting too far, you have to have enough mental discipline to be like, you know what, let me pump the brakes on this. I got to get back to the paper. What's popping over here? No. And like I said, fellas, it's thousands of girls out there that don't work where you work. Just go get one of those. I'm gonna tell you why some dudes do fall into this trap at the job, though. I'm gonna tell you why. One, the sheer numbers are in your favor. You're one of the few dudes that are in a sea of girls at your job. And don't let you be a nice looking dude that got something going for yourself, that's cool as hell, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, it's like bees to honey. Number two, workplace chemistry can feel natural at times. Long shifts, you working with the same people day in and day out, and sometimes people don't know how to recognize when those lines are starting to get blurred. And honestly, man, you got a lot of dudes. You got some dudes out here that just really think that they the main character in every story. You got some dudes that solely get into nursing just to see how many women that they can pull. Now, like I said, I'm not the deep police. I'm not a hater, but you know, stuff like that, man, you really are doing yourself a disservice, because at the end of the day, you really gonna hurt yourself in the end if that's your sole mission to get out of this game. You start putting yourself in positions like that, and then you start moving sloppy, because a lot of you dudes like to pillow talk. So, I mean, you pillow talking to about everything at your job, and you know the girl's gonna pillow talk. You pillow talking about every little thing at your job. She giving it back to HR, just turned into one big old mess. It's just a problem. But you know me, I love solutions. So I'm gonna give y'all some solutions, because I know some of y'all just gonna do what you gonna do regardless of what I got to say. Y'all grown. Some of y'all just gonna do what you do. So if you're gonna do what you do, let me show you how to move smart. I would say keep it professional, man. If you wouldn't do it as a doctor, don't do it as a nurse. And I mean, I understand doctors be smashing too. So just keep it professional. This is how you're supposed to move this is how you're supposed to move as a male in nursing. You don't gotta be the workplace player. You don't. You dig what I'm saying? It's just, you don't have to be that. And again, I don't care if this sound lame or not. I'm trying to save y'all boys from not getting your money taken from you. Go be a player somewhere else. Go be a player somewhere else. But if you really just have to date somebody at your job, just move smart with it. Don't put everybody in your business, and just try to date one girl at a time. If you just have to date somebody at your job and you just can't help it, just try to date one at a time, and just make sure she is mature enough to not say nothing. But here's the thing, if you're gonna do it, You always date somebody with something to lose, okay? With something to lose. You never date nobody, and this is just in life. You never date nobody with just everything to gain and nothing to lose. You have to date a woman with something to lose. All right, fellas, if you gonna do this, you know what I'm saying, at your job, which I don't recommend, but I'm trying to save y'all, because some of y'all just gonna do it anyway, and I still care about y'all. And just stay focused on that bag, bro. Stay focused on that bag. You just really got to remember why you there. Stay focused on the paper. Take care of your patience. Make sure your patience is good. But you got to stay focused on what's important and what's the goal. And getting a girl ain't the goal right now at this moment. So at the end of the day, as a man in this field, you already stand out. You already stand out. So just make sure it's for the right reasons, bro. Like, for real, make sure it's for the right reasons, man. Because like I said, the nursing world is way too small. Like I said, this ace metaphor thing is a good example of why we have to move smart and not be sloppy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys use their money to get girls, and you should never lead with money. That's crazy within itself. And some people use their clout and their status to get girls. And you know, I mean, like I said, I'm not a hater, do what you do, but when it starts affecting your brand and your business and your money, to me, that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. You just don't want to be one of them nurses, one of those male nurses that done ruined their career for 30 seconds of fun. And when that post-nut clarity hit, you be like, what the heck did I just do? So, but I don't know. These are just my thoughts. I'm not, trying to police y'all, but I'm just trying to help y'all, you dig? So let me know what y'all think. Have y'all ever seen a situation where a male nurse dropped a bag over a chick he was dealing with? Please put this in the comments, because I got to know. I want to continue this conversation. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again back with another video. And if you don't do nothing else, get paid. Young nurse, get paid. I know y'all see me with my little Undertaker gear on, but I had to get serious. It's my serious look for y'all. No, I'm just playing. It's just kind of cold in the break room. But I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.